Hello, boys and girls. I'm gonna make this video. It's not a tutorial, but it's the way how I do the things because I want to show you my samples from the Gibson and Vox. And basically, what I'm gonna do is I put a little bit of spice, let's say, in the Gibson and the Vox to make the sounds exactly or close enough to the original recording. So we're gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna show. The first thing is how I do the sample things. Okay, I open the sampler in Logic or main stage, and it's just these are all the samples, and it's just drag it to them. Okay, one by one. Once you load all the sample, we're gonna go to main stage and we're gonna start. So first thing to do, okay, you got the samples here, right? We're gonna start with the Gibson. So don't forget this one, where to trigger the sample in here, okay? Moving accordingly, because if you leave it at the beginning, it's gonna sound with a little bit of click, so you need to move this stuff a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna put this one here and the sample. Yeah, so basically we're gonna start with the Gibson first. Filter 84.4, 12.1, drive 31.2%. Volume depend on your situation, so I'm gonna leave it this one like you do it. But my sound is this one, 84, 12, 31. This one is important because it needs a little bit of sustain or attack. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it a little bit like this, so you just screenshot this one. So, or you can back and check the video again. All right, so now amp. This is the closest one I found to my sound, let's say. So I'm gonna go really quick, like it's 2, 2, 6, 9, not reverb, not effects. Presence is 6, and volume again, up to you. Dynamic 57, vintage British 4x12, position of the mic isn't there, and sounds like this. I'm not gonna play exactly the same things because of copyright, okay? But basically that's it. That's the Gibson. That's the sounds you're looking for. Alright, let's go to Gibson 2, which is got sustain. We gotta go to sample, and same thing. 84, 16.31. In here, check this one because it got the sustain, and I used yeah. Don't forget the triggering. Let's go to the amp. 2, 2, 5, 4, 4.5, 4. Not effects. Presence is in 6, so kinda mastering here. Same with dynamic 57. Position of the mic, British 4x12. And I use this one for Love Winter Time. that's the two settings of the Gibson, because basically this is what Ray used, just two. Let's go now to Hello I Love You. Hello I Love You is straight away from my keyboard, straight away from the organ. I didn't put any filter. Yeah, I put in here because I need a little bit of I don't know how to describe it. Okay, we got 100 byte, I'll say, like 16, 17, 9, drive 28, volume. I put a little bit volume a little bit down because it was too, when I record the samples, it was too hot. Amp 96.9. Okay. I didn't put an amp in here. I didn't put an amp, and not EQ, nothing. Just straight away from my Gibson, and sounds like. That's the Hello I Love You. Spanish Caravan, same thing. Filter 100, 17, 28. That's the settings in here. I didn't put an amp. Didn't put an amp because it's straight away from the Gibson as well. Sounds like. Oh, sorry. Spanish Caravan, I'll say. Mistake. Spanish Caravan, I didn't put filter. Sorry about what I said in there. Volume, a little bit hot, so I put it down. Not any amp. And that's Spanish Caravan, and I think so they use it in Not to Touch the Earth as well, but in the record. When I use the pitch. Not effects, not any amp, just straight away from my Gibson. Same with Love Street. Let's check it out, the sample, just in case. No filter, 100%, 31. And that's Love Street, and sounds like. I'm not playing the same things, just in case. That's Love Street. Okay? That's the sounds I'm selling at the moment. Gibson with sustain, Hello I Love You, Spanish Caravan, and Love Street. Okay? Now, this is another packet I did. Light My Fire with Vox Continental. Alright, let's go to sample. No filter. Okay, check it out. This filters, and let's go to amp. In here, I change a little bit because we need this vintage sound. So we got 1, 3, 2, 5. Presence System 4, and Dynamic 57 with the middle position. In here, a black panel 4x10. Alright, and I put a little bit of EQ as well, so you can check it out in here and in here. Okay, screen grab this one as well, and sounds like. That's Light My Fire. sounds almost like the recorded. That's the idea. Okay. Did I forget something? No. Let's move on to when the music's over. When the music, sample, no filter, no, hear nothing. And let's go to the amp. Amp, we got 1, 1, 7, 3, 5, and volume. I put it like here. Dynamic 609 with that position of the mic, and a black panel 4x10. And sounds, I didn't put any effect. Sounds like. Sounds good, huh? I like that one. Let's go with next one, Alabama Song. Let's check it out, the sample, no filter, same as the another one. Let's have a look of the amp. Amp, we got 1, 1, 3, 6, 8 on volume. We got dynamic 609 with that position on the mic, on a black panel 4x10. Alabama Song, sounds like. Good one. Let's move on to Break On Through. Break On Through, we got, again, sample straight away from the organ. Nothing important. Amp. Let's go to the amp. We got 1, 4, 4, almost 10, 9 something. We got 5, 10, a dynamic 57 with that position on the mic. Silver panel 2x12, because it's a little bit more nasal, I'll say. And that's the sound of Break On Through. Sounds good. Next one, Soul Kitchen. Let's check it out. Soul Kitchen, exactly the same, straight from the organ. Just remember the volume a little bit down, because sometimes too hot the samplers. Let's go to the amp. Amp. Let's go with 0. Bass go to 5, 4, 2, 4. Volume. I went for a condenser 414 with that position on the amp. I mean cabinet, sorry. And the cabinet is a brown panel 1x15. And it didn't put effects. No effects. And Soul Kitchen sounds like. Sounds really similar to another ones, like you're gonna find that. Next one, Not to Touch the Earth, but live version. So you can play actually 2 songs. I'm gonna show you. Sample nothing, straight away from the organ. Amp. Let's go for 1, 1, 3, 7, 5, and dynamic 57 with that position on the mic, black panel 4x10. It sounds like sounds good. And you can play this one as well. Let me move the mic. Sorry. That's all. And that's Not to Touch the Earth. I'm intent to put another ones like I'm working on the Riders on the Storm as well, and LA Woman. But the thing is, I need to sample all my roads, and it's such a pain in the ass. So at the moment, I'm not doing it, but I'll do it. So let's back to the Gibson. Yeah. So there you go, boys and girls. That's the patch I made for myself, but it's to show you how the sounds the patch sounds. So basically Gibson, just Gibson with sustain with some songs. Hello, I Love You, Spanish Caravan, Love Street. Then Vox Continental, Light My Fire, When the Music's Over, Alabama Song, Breaking Through, Soul's Kitchen, and Not to Touch the Earth. So any questions, just go and I'll try to reply immediately. And find me on my Instagram, and I usually reply immediately. And now, basically I sell the Gibson plus Rhodes bass. This is one pack. That Gibson, because basically with that Gibson you just move the stuff and the settings, and you can have it with sustain. So pack 1 is Gibson plus Rhodes bass. I sell the Gibson as well, just the Gibson or just the Rhodes, so separated. Pack 1 I'll say Gibson plus Rhodes. Pack 2 is Gibson with sustain, Hello, I Love You, Spanish. Sorry. Again, pack 2 is Gibson, Hello, I Love You, Spanish Caravan, Love Street. Okay. Pack 3, Vox Continental with all the patches like Light My Fire, When the Music's Over, Alabama Song, Breaking Through, Soul Kitchen, and Not to Touch the Earth. I can sell you if you want just one sound. Just let me know. One patch, if you want to Light My Fire, okay, I'll sell you Light My Fire. But usually I do just packs because it's simple for me. Yeah, hit me on Instagram and we take it from there. Okay? So see you around and keep rocking. Bye.